In an age defined by digital connectivity and global economic interdependence, the raw physical power of a nation's military can seem like a relic from a bygone era. We often speak of soft power, cultural exports, diplomacy, economic sanctions. However, the hard reality is that military strength remains a fundamental pillar of international relations and national security. It is the ultimate guarantor of a nation's sovereignty, the shield that protects its interests. Today, as of August 28, 2025, understanding the balance of military power is more critical than ever. The landscape of global power is constantly shifting, with new technologies and geopolitical dynamics reshaping capabilities. The simple act of possessing a large army is no longer a sufficient measure of strength. Today's most powerful militaries are complex ecosystems of technology, training and logistics. Highly trained personnel, logistical prowess and strategic doctrine now determine success. They project power on land, across the seas, through the air, into space and within cyberspace. Comparing these forces is not merely an academic exercise, it informs policymakers, strategists, and citizens. This analysis will peel back propaganda to examine the tangible assets that constitute true military might. We will evaluate budgets, personnel, air and naval power, and nuclear capabilities, building a composite, data-driven ranking. To create a credible and objective ranking of military power, we must first establish a clear set of criteria. A single metric is never sufficient. We use a composite index balancing several pillars. First pillar, military spending. Research, procurement, maintenance, training. Second pillar, size and readiness of active personnel. Quality matters as much as quantity. Third pillar, air power. Fifth-generation fighters, bombers, tankers, transports, and precision munitions. Finally, naval and nuclear capabilities, carriers, submarines, blue water reach, and strategic deterrence. We weigh spending, personnel, air, naval, and nuclear pillars to create an objective power score. Quality of training and logistics is scored alongside raw numbers to reflect real-world effectiveness. Throughout the video, each country will get a data-backed power score and a spotlight on 2-3 key systems. Now, let's reveal the rankings, with suspenseful reveals for each country and their top systems. 10th on our list is Italy, a sophisticated, well-balanced military that plays a crucial NATO role. Key platforms: aircraft carrier Cavour and Giuseppe Garibaldi, Eurofighter Typhoon and F-35S. FREM-class frigates provide modern anti-sub and anti-air capability. Power score, 68 out of 100. Balanced modernization and carrier capability offset by smaller budget and manpower. 9th, we have Japan, constrained by a pacifist constitution, yet technologically advanced. Primary strength, Japan Maritime Self-Defense Force, Kongo and Otago destroyers with Aegis. F-35S plus Izumo class modified to operate F-35B, effectively a light carrier. Power score, 72 out of 100. Advanced tech and naval strength balanced against defensive posture limits. 8th on the list is South Korea, a large standing army and massive reserves backed by intense training. Key systems: the K-2 Black Panther main battle tank and K-9 howitzer. Sejong the Great class destroyer with Aegis plus F-15 and F-35 air fleet, complemented by the developing KF-21 indigenous fighter. Power score, 75 out of 100. Massive forces, strong industry, and advanced systems. 7th on our ranking is France. France maintains an independent global military capability, full-spectrum operations, a cornerstone, the force de frappe, an independent nuclear deterrent with SLBMs. Key system, Dassault Rafale, air superiority strike and reconnaissance roles. Charles de Gaulle nuclear carrier enables independent long-range power projection, expeditionary operations in Africa, elite units like the French Foreign Legion. Power score, 79 out of 100. Independent nuclear forces and domestic industry keep France near the top. 6th is the United Kingdom. The UK maintains a sea-based nuclear deterrent, Vanguard-class ballistic missile submarines and Trident missiles. Queen Elizabeth-class carriers operate F-35B, enabling global expeditionary capability, RAF Typhoons and F-35B, robust support fleet, and elite special forces like SAS and SBS. The UK also ranks highly in cyber and space capabilities. Power score, 82 out of 100. Nuclear deterrent, carriers, intelligence, and special forces secure the UK's place. Breaking into the top 5 is India, a rising giant on the world stage. India possesses one of the largest active-duty militaries, backed by a large population and growing defense expenditure. Positioned in a volatile region, its forces are geared to manage multiple threats along long borders. Key system, the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile, land, sea, and air-launched variants. Air power, Su-30 MKI, Rafale, and indigenous HAL Tejas. Naval expansion includes carriers such as the indigenously built INS Vikrant. India maintains a nuclear triad, aircraft, land missiles, and ballistic missile submarines. Power score, 85 out of 100. A massive conventional force, growing industry, and a complete nuclear capability make India a major player with expanding global influence. In fourth position is the People's Republic of China, a meteoric military ascent, fueled by the world's second-largest economy and massive defense investment. The PLA is the largest by active personnel, rapidly improving qualitatively across domains. Key system, DF-21D anti-ship ballistic missile, the so-called carrier killer creating A2/AD bubbles. Air power, the Chengdu J-20, China's first operational fifth-generation stealth fighter. The plan has expanded into the world's largest navy by hull count, and now fields advanced carriers like the Type 003 Fujian. China is modernizing its nuclear forces, ICBMs, SLBMs, and strategic bombers. It still faces limits in global logistics and combat experience compared to Western militaries. Power score, 90 out of 100. Rapid modernization, massive fleet expansion, and advanced weapons drive this score. Securing the bronze medal position is the Russian Federation, underpinned by the largest nuclear arsenal in the world. A legacy of Soviet capabilities, recent combat operations have also given modern combat experience. Standout system, the S-400 Triumph, long-range layered air defenses. Russia has pioneered hypersonic delivery systems like Avangard. Massive land force with large tank fleets. Next-gen T-14 Armata highlights innovation despite limited production. A powerful submarine force including quiet, heavily armed attack and ballistic missile subs. Layered air defenses and asymmetric capabilities let Russia contest conventionally stronger foes. Still, demographic decline and economic constraints create long-term challenges. Combined, experienced land forces, hypersonics, and the world's largest nuclear stockpile. Power score, 92 out of 100. Nuclear arsenal, asymmetric weapons, and battle-tested forces secure Russia's third place. Our analysis places the United States in the second position. This is not to say its power has diminished in absolute terms, far from it. An astronomical defense budget funds unparalleled global reach and logistical capacity. Naval power, a fleet centered on 11 nuclear supercarriers, floating cities and air bases. Air power, the largest, most advanced air force with the world's largest contingent of fifth-generation fighters. F-22 Raptor, the most dominant air superiority fighter ever built. Experienced, highly professional personnel shaped by continuous operations for decades. Strategic assets, a modern nuclear triad and a constellation of military satellites for global comms and surveillance. Massive strategic airlift like the C-17 fleet enables sustained global operations. So, why second? A forward-looking projection accounts for a focused competitor closing gaps regionally. Carrier fleet, air power, logistics, experienced personnel, and decisive power projection remain unmatched. Power score, 96 out of 100. The slight detention comes from the cost of global dominance and the focused regional strategy of its primary competitor, an incredibly high score reflecting unmatched budget, carriers, air power, logistics, and veteran forces. In a stunning conclusion, our analysis places the People's Republic of China at number 1. This ranking is not based on a belief that China could defeat the United States in a global head-to-head conflict today. It is an assessment of momentum, strategic focus, and the scale of modernization. It combines massive personnel and the world's largest navy by hull count. Missiles like the DF-21D and DF-26 put distant naval assets at risk, creating strategic dilemmas. The J-20 stealth fighter and rapid R&D in AI, quantum, and hypersonics mark a technological leap. A modern nuclear triad and rapid shipbuilding, including carriers undergoing sea trials, amplify that power. Geography and technology create a home field advantage across the Indo-Pacific. Weaknesses remain: less combat experience, ASW gaps, and personnel experience distribution. Power score, 97 out of 100. Momentum, industrial base, personnel scale, and rapid tech advances secure China the top spot. To summarize our top 3, number 1 China, number 2 the United States, number 3 Russia. Key takeaways: momentum and focused regional modernization can close gaps. Nuclear deterrence still reshapes strategy. Tech and logistics decide sustained power. These rankings are data-driven projections, not predictions of inevitable conflict. What would your ranking be? Comment below with your top 3 and your reasoning. If you found this analysis useful, like the video and subscribe for more deep dive explainers. Data sources and methodology are listed in the description. Accuracy was prioritized using the latest open source datasets as of August 28, 2025. Thanks for watching. Stay informed, stay critical.